First of all, I want to thank you guys. I am, without a doubt, humbled to be given the opportunity to stand before this elite organization. You guys, by far, I mean, it's funny I have a lot of friends in the industry, and I'll be like, yeah, I'll be down in North Carolina in a couple weeks. I'm going to be working with the guys from Monarch. Everybody goes, oh, I know Monarch. I know Monarch. I was on a phone today with a customer who goes, hey, you got to ask Marty this question. I'm dying to know what he's doing. So, I mean, it's like you guys are on the radar across the nation. And I think that for me to be given the opportunity to be here today, it is huge. So, Marty had put down in the flyer that I was going to talk about owning your customers. And I think that's going to be the theme of today. We're really going to focus on what it's going to take to own it. So here's what I want to do. I want to start off with a short video, and it really is going to kind of set the table for I guess the most important element of what it's going to take for us to own it. So I'm going to start this video, and it really has nothing to do with sales. But what I want you to do is I want you to watch this video and be prepared at the end to tell me why you think I would choose to start a sales discussion with this particular video.
Whoa, that's not good.
Oh, I don't need this. I'm already late.
Somebody will come. Anybody out there?
Do you have a phone?
No. Sorry. Somebody! Hello? There are two people stuck on an escalator and we need help. Now, would somebody please do something? I don't believe this. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna cry.
Well, there's not enough left to do, is there?
Hello? Hey, don't worry about it. I'll fix it in a second.
He said he can fix it. All right. All right. That's more like it. He says he can fix it.
Walking down the sidewalk, kicking my feet as I'm moving to the music. Step to the beat. I woke up today, canceled all my plans, and I stepped.
If you look in the video, there's people walking in the background going about their day, living their lives. She's obviously desperate to get somewhere. She's screaming, help! And I'll tell you what, just based on the three answers that I heard, it's already clear to me why you guys are who you are and as successful as you are. Because I did this meeting once in Houston, and I had a roofer tell me, swear to God, John, I don't know what that video has to do with sales, but it teaches me one valuable lesson. I said, what's that? Because you should never leave home without your cell phone. I said, what? Is the cell phone the problem? What is the problem? The inability to take action. Guys, our efforts to own the market are only going to come if we own our outcomes. Guys, people often say to me when I show that video, they go, man, you got to think outside the box. And I go, it's not outside the box thinking. It's just taking 3 steps, and you're on your way. Guys, as salespeople, we find ourselves in situations where we are faced with challenges each and every day, yes or yes. You're responsible for identifying that one thing, that one nugget that's going to allow you guys to raise your standards. And when I say raise your standards, what my goal is for everyone here is that we stop shooting all over ourselves. I should have a plan. I should exercise. I should spend more time with my family. I should learn how to overcome the objections I hear. I should learn how to, help customers identify other options to put them in a position where they can enjoy the benefits of doing business with Monarch. But the problem with shoulds is we only do them when it's convenient, and convenience does not create the level of consistency necessary for us to be good at something. And if we're going to be good at anything, we got to do it a lot. Do you know that I could go into Chicago, Illinois, every year and do the same seminar for the same contractors for 10 years in a row, and I'll have those same contractors sit in the front of the room and go, that's a damn good idea. And I go, yeah, it's a good idea. It's the same damn good idea I've been telling you about for 10 years. And for 10 years, you've been telling me it's a good idea. When are we going to take action? People often are surprised when I say, but the entire goal of the sales process is to eliminate every objection other than price. I can always work out the price, right? Who was telling me we can do that? We can figure something out. We can finance it different ways. We can use different products. I don't need to give you a golden pledge warranty. Let's figure out how we can fit in your budget. What I can't change at the time of close, what I can't change at the time of contract is whether or not they like me, they trust me, and they believe that they'd be crazy to choose anybody other than us. That is the entire goal of the sales process. Here's the other thing I want you to do. I want you guys to own your price. Guys, I was in South Carolina a couple of years ago working with a customer down there who does pretty well. He's probably one of the highest priced contractors I've ever met with. His average contract is somewhere around $19,000 to $22,000. He closes about 65% of the jobs that he bids, and he finances about 90% of those projects. So keep in mind, he's selling about $19,000 as his average. I then the next day go sit with one of his competitors, and we're talking about his business, and he's kind of beating his chest going, man, I took another one from so-and-so, talking about the expensive roofer. I go, oh yeah? Tell me about that. How'd you get that deal? He goes, man, he came in, that price was at $20,000. I go, whoa. I go, what'd you sell the job for? 11. I got to tell you guys, I've searched long and hard, had some deep conversations with myself about that. And I've come to the conclusion that it's not because they don't know better. It's because that's what he thinks he's worth. Guys, if you see yourself as a $9,000 roofer, you're going to have a hard time getting more than $9,000. My buddy in South Carolina sees himself as a $20,000. That's a $20,000 roof I put on their house. He believes it. He owns it. And I'm going to ask this question. I don't know if anybody here likes to drink beer, but is there ever a time when one Budweiser is worth more than another Budweiser? So if I'm at the Omni Hotel in Dallas, Texas, am I going to expect to pay a little bit more for that Budweiser than I would pay if I was at some bodega in Lubbock, Texas? Guys, Vanderbilt University did a study where they actually determined that the perceived prestige of an upscale hotel allowed it to get away with charging significantly higher prices. Subjects in the study felt that it was, quote, unfair to not pay more. So my question for you is, how do we facilitate a sales process that puts the customer in a position where they would say, you know what, these guys not only are going to be more expensive, but it would be unfair if I didn't pay them more. Did that make sense? Is that a good kind of theory to base our sales approach on? Guys, everything that we do, from a brand awareness perspective, from your marketing, from your lead nurturing, from the first time you contact a customer to the point where you're asking them for a referral at the end of the project, it all has to feed the perception that you're going to provide a monolithically different experience than your competition. And I will tell you that the big challenge that we have, and I will also tell you that one of the advantages that you guys have is that you've got a brand. Monarch is a brand. I deal with a lot of people out there that, I'm surprised they even have a logo. You don't even know where it is, who they are. You guys have a brand, so you have a little bit of that edge. But there still is a battle of perceptions that you guys are going to need to beat. And guys, I will tell you that according to the Better Business Bureau, every year they come out with something called an inquiry and a complaint statistics. Inquiries are the level of trust that the consumer has in that scope of business. Hey, Better Business Bureau, hi. Yeah, I've got a company coming to do a roof on my house. Monarch Roofing, can you tell me about them? Are they any good? Any judgments? Are they accredited? Do you think people check with the Better Business Bureau? Who said no? I'm going to show you in a second that you're wrong. With all due respect. Guys, I will tell you that if you look at the contractor category, they make up 11 of the top 20 least trusted business types that consumers do business with. And winner, winner, chicken dinner, roofing contractors, the number one least trusted business type for 12 straight years. And I used to do seminars in Canada. Do you know who the least trusted business type is in Canada? Roofers. But they've only held the number one position for about 7 years. USA, baby. USA, baby. So here's what that means, because I know some of you guys are like, dude, I don't understand the spreadsheet. It's not really speaking to me. Here is the circle of trust. Here's you. And look, even though I would argue that your brand allows you guys to get a little closer and maybe even inside that circle to a certain degree. You